Hello dear students, I am your physics teacher Vinod. From today we are starting our physics classes for class 11. This is our first part in which we will study some basic parts of mathematical tools which are very much used in physics, and without basic knowledge of mathematics we cannot solve physics problems, and physics is the basic part of science in which we learn about the nature, the motion of physical objects such that the mountains, the earth, the air, liquids, etc. In today's class, we will read about some binomial expansions. In previous classes, you have read about the binomial expansion, the quadratic equation like a plus b power 2. Its expansion you very well know that it is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now students, we are going further in this expansion. If we try to expand this equation for a minus b square, then you all know it very well that it is equal to a square but minus sign 2ab plus b square. Students, I expect you that you are very much interested about the basic concepts of physics. If you are taking some interest, you can learn better. A very good teacher cannot train you about any concepts of science without your interest. So students, try to read about those concepts in the books you have with you. Now we are going further. Let's begin with a minus b square, that is equal to what? You have read a square minus 2ab plus b square, but what I have written here, a minus b square is equal to a plus b square minus 4ab. If you expand the both parts here, then minus 4ab will eliminate this part 2ab. Elimination means it will cancel out this part and the minus 2ab part will remain here. Sometimes we can expand it 1 plus x square as 1 plus 2x plus x square. Now friends, if we use this formula a plus b, but if we put here with minus sign, then sometimes you can write it as. Now friends, we have two formulas, one for the plus sign, one for the minus sign, the negative sign. So sometimes you read in books like this, a plus minus b whole square is equal to a square plus minus 2ab plus b square. What does it mean? It means if you have here plus, then you will get here plus. If you have minus here, then you will get simultaneously negative sign here also. Now students, we are going further. If we try to expand this expansion x plus minus y whole cube, you know it very well. You have read it like a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. Now we can write it as x plus y cube is equal to x cube plus y cube plus 3xy in the bracket x plus y. If you have negative sign here, then we can replace it here with negative sign, here with negative sign, here with negative sign. Then you will get the same expansion as this expanded here. Now, some formulas are there in the right side of the board. We will read about the imaginary number which is iota and omega. We will read it after some time. But if we want to get the roots of a quadratic equation means ax square plus bx plus c. X have the unknown value. We want to get the value of x which satisfies this equation. A, B and C and A, B and C have some constant values. Then we will get the values of x which are known as the roots of this equation. The maximum power of x is here too. It is known as quadratic equation. Such function is also known as polynomial, where the maximum power of x is n. The roots of quadratic equation can be calculated by this formula minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. If the roots of this equation are alpha and beta, then sum of roots can be calculated by minus b upon a. Directly, the product of roots can be calculated by c upon a. You have studied this mathematics in your class 10th. We are learning some basic mathematical formulas which are very important in physics. Physics is not just a theoretical subject, it is mathematics plus the theoretical science. So, we must know all these formulas and learn them. Write down all these formulas in your single notebook. Before starting our physics lessons of your book, we will study those mathematical formulas. If we want to expand a plus b whole cube, we know it very well. A plus b power 4 can be calculated as a power 4, 4a cube b, 6a square b square. If we want to expand these terms, this polynomial a plus b power 4, it would be equal to a power 4 plus 4a cube b plus 6a square b square plus 4ab cube plus b power 4. If you go further, like a plus b power 7, how will you get such expansion? You multiply these terms a plus b, multiply with a plus b, multiply with a plus b 7 times. That would be very hectic. There is some formula which can give you the expansion of such a polynomial. If a plus b power 5, we will expand it into a power 5 plus 5a power 4b plus 10a cube b square plus 10a square b cube plus 5a b power 4 plus b power 5. How can we expand such a long expansion? There is a formula which is known as binomial expansion because there are two terms 1 and x. Otherwise, you can expand it for a plus b or a minus b also. Now, there is the formula 1 plus x power n would be equal to 1 plus nx. N is the power of this binomial. So 1 plus nx. The x power will increase further. X square, x cube, x power 4. And the multiplication factor would be here 1, then here n, then here n minus 1 upon 2 factorial. What is factorial here? You don't know. Now, we want to get the value of factorial 1, that would be equal to 1. Factorial 2, that would be equal to 1 multiplied with 2, that is equal to 2. Factorial 3, that is equal to 1 multiplied 2 multiplied with 3, that is equal to 6. So here the factorial 2 can be replaced by 2. Factorial 3 can be replaced by 6. But there is a beauty of mathematics where we get all our terms in a series, like here it is divided by 1 factorial, it is divided by 2 factorial, divided by 3 factorial, divided by 4 factorial, and so on. We have the power of x as 2, so here it is 2 factorial. Here have x power 4, so here it is 4 factorial. So if we want to calculate 5 factorial, it is equal to 1 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 4 and 5. What does it equal to? It is equal to 120. If we want to calculate the value of factorial n, how can you write it here? It would be equal to n multiply with n minus 1 multiply with n minus 2 and so on up to 3, 2, 1. Can you understand all this concept of factorial? Factorial is just a notation to show some bigger numbers into small one. Before I rub it, you pause the video and write down those terms of factorial. When we want to calculate the roots of some quadratic equation, sometimes we get the imaginary roots of binomial equation, such that if we want to calculate the cube root of 1, that is a problematic situation. I have written here, find the value of 58 square. You can calculate it better with the basic mathematical tool, which is multiplication of 58 with 58. How much time it will take? You know it better. I will solve it for you using this formula. Now students, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b multiply with a minus b. I will go such a number for which I know its square completely. So 60 square minus 58 square is equal to 60 plus 58 multiply with 60 minus 58. How much you will get? It is equal to 8 and 1, that is 118, and multiply it with the value that is equal to 2. Now it is equal to 60 square minus 58 square. I want to know the value of 58 square. So if you can solve some simple problems of mathematics, you can easily do this mathematics. 58 square will go this side, this part will go this side, and that would be equal to 60 square minus this one. Students, try to learn some new methods for mathematics, because I am not teaching you mathematics, this is physics. Now you can solve it very easily. 3600 minus that is equal to 236. So subtract this part from this one, you can easily calculate. It is equal to this 64 part and this 3 and 3. So this value 58 square is equal to 3364. You can check it from calculator also. But try to use your own mind, not calculators, because in exams calculators are not allowed for science students. This one I am going to the imaginary numbers. What is this? Sometimes you will get some situations. Students, if you have a quadratic equation like 1 plus 2x plus x square, it is equal to 0. Now, if I try to solve it with this equation, the x value can be equal to minus b, that is minus 2, plus minus square root of b square. B value is equal to 2, that is b square equal to 4 minus 4ac. So 4 multiply with 1 and 1. So that is equal to 4 and divide it with 2a. So 1 is a. We can write here 2. Easily you can get it equal to minus 2 and minus 2. The both roots of this equation are equal, minus 2. But if we have an equation like 1 plus x square, it is equal to 0. If we try to solve it, we will get the value minus b, minus 1 plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac. Divide it with 2a. So write it 2 here. So x value is equal to, this equation will have 2 roots here. The x will be equal to minus half plus iota square root of 3 by 2 and minus half minus iota square root of 3 by 2. What is iota here? Iota is the imaginary number. The iota square is always equal to minus 1. Before the end of this video, pause your video, then write down all these formulas in your notebook. If we have another equation like x square plus 4 is equal to 0, then what will we do? X square is equal to minus 4, so x will be equal to square root of minus 4, but square root of 4 is equal to plus minus 2, but square root of minus 1 will be equal to iota. So we can write here 2 iota with plus minus sign. This equation will have 2 roots. We will go further, and before closing this part, we will read the imaginary numbers in following lessons also, and then I am going to this part, the cube root of 1, that is known as omega square and 1. We have solved one equation here which is matching to the problem of omega. Now, if the cube root of 1, if we want to calculate the cube root of 1, we can write here x cube is equal to 1. In the next step, we can write it x cube minus 1 equal to 0. But using a formula, we can expand this equation x minus 1 x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Using this part, x minus 1 may be equal to 0, then we will get the value of x as equal to 1. For the remaining part, x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. How can we calculate this equation? Using the quadratic equation, we have already solved this equation, that is 1 plus x square is equal to 0. There are two values. Which are the roots of this equation, this one and that one. And we can prove that this one part, if we write it omega here, we can prove that the next term is square of this one. How is it possible? If we want to get the square of the first root of this equation, we write it as omega is equal to minus half plus iota square root of 3 by 2. Then omega square can be calculated by the square of minus half plus iota square root of 3 by 2, its square. The square of half is equal to 1 by positive sign. The minus sign will go here with 2ab. So it is iota here, square root of 3 here, and in the denominator we will have 4. But 2ab, so 2 part is here. Now the third term, which is square of b, so plus sign, square of this term without iota would be equal to 3 divided by 4. But square of iota, the square of iota would be equal to minus 1. So write it here iota square. But iota square would be equal to minus 1. Simplify those two terms in a single term. We will get what? We will get minus half minus iota square root of 3 by 2. So when we get the square of this first root, we got here the second root here. Use your pen and your notebook to prove it in your manner. You will get the same conclusion. Now we are going to another part, which is very interesting part, just a numerical method to get the expansion of binomial terms. Now, if we want to expand the a plus b power n, there are some multiplication factors which can be predefined by you using this triangle that is like a magical triangle. Now, if we start from here, n value is equal to 0 here, so we can write it 1 because the zeroth power of any non-zero number is equal to 1, so we have put here 1. If power of a plus b is equal to 1, then we would get what? If the power of a plus b is equal to 1, we will get a plus b power 1 is equal to a plus b. These are the multiplication factor of a and b. Now put here 1 and 1 again. If n is equal to 2 here, you know it very well that a plus b power 2 is equal to what? A square plus 2 with lesser power of a but greater power of b plus b square. Now add them up to get this third term. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. That is the multiplication factor of 2ab. If we want to get the a plus b power 3, its expansion will be equal to a cube plus 3 lesser power of a, that is a square, b again 3 lesser power of a greater power of b, that is b square plus b cube. In the last term you will have the maximum power of b, The multiplication factor is 1 here. So write down here 1 and 1 in the extreme terms of this expansion. In any expansion of a plus b power n, you will have n plus 1 terms. The number of terms, you can easily guess the number of terms in any such polynomial expansion. Now, if we have the power of 3, you can get these terms by adding 1 plus 2 is equal to 3, then 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. You can easily see here that here it is a cube plus the term 3a square b, the term 3ab square, last term is b cube with multiplication factor, that is 1. Now we have the power of a plus b is equal to 4. A power 4 plus 4a cube b plus 6a square b square plus 4a b cube plus b power 4. In all those terms in series, a power 4 lesser power a power 3 lesser power a power 2 lesser power a lesser power, that is a power 0. So a is eliminated here. We can get these terms again by adding those upper terms as 1 plus 3 is equal to 4, 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. So you can check it here. In the expansion of a plus b power 4, it is equal to 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. That is 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. In another expansion for higher values of its power, a plus b power 5. Now I am trying to get the multiplication factors by adding those terms. You can understand now it better. By 1 plus 4 is equal to 5, 4 plus 6 is equal to 10, 6 plus 4 is equal to 10, and then 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5. So if we check it, you will find it very much satisfying this equation 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, 1. I am trying to make this video very short, concise and summary for you students. You can easily rewind it, and if you watch it again and again, you will get some new knowledge. And if you use this concept, this method further, you can get the expansion of any powers of 1 plus x or a plus b. If you use any terms like x, y, a plus b, in such terms there is no difference. If you have learned in any method, you can use it in your problems, because sometimes numerical problems are easier to solve in terms of unknown independent quantities such as x, y. Again, you can get the values for the expansion, the values of multiplication factor in expansion of a plus b power 6. Now 1 plus 5, that is 6, 5 plus 10 is equal to 15, 10 plus 10 is equal to 20, 10 plus 5 is equal to 15, again 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. There are some repetitions of these multiplication factors also, like 1, 6, 15, 20, 15, 6 and 1. Now students, you can learn those concepts, and thank you for watching our video, and I will give you some problems related to this concept of this lesson tomorrow, and alternate days I will upload the physics videos for you. You can comment in the comment box for your presence and how much you like our video. I will improve it for you if it is required. So thanks for watching. Keep watching. Please subscribe our channel. Please like and share this video also.